Hey Joy Chaser Nation, welcome or welcome back to the channel. I'm Dr. Joy, and on this channel, we are building a community of joy chasers where we focus on topics that brings attention to your mind, body, and soul. Lifestyle conversations, cultural conversations, home and garden conversations, conversations that bring peace and joy, and hopefully will make you truly a joy chaser. Now let's start our conversation for today. Boo-hoo. No one cares. That's right. I am here to tell you that statement is a harsh reality of what is going on in life. So go ahead and accept that no one cares but you. But before you truly accept what I'm saying to you, I want you to react to this video from the School of Life. It will show us why we believe that people care, and then the harsh reality sets in to show us otherwise. Let's check this out.
We tend to begin our lives with a deeply unrepresentative experience, that of being surrounded by people who care to an extraordinary extent about us. We look up from the dreams and confusions of early infancy and may find a smiling face or two observing us with the utmost tenderness and concern. They watch us as a rivulet of saliva leaks slowly from the corner of our mouth and rush to wipe it away as if dabbing at a precious canvas, then indulgently stroke the fine, soft hairs on our delicate scalps. They declare us close to supernatural when at last we succeed in pulling our first smile. The applause rings for days when we take our initial steps, giggle, totter, fall, and bravely try to resume our progress. It isn't just at home. At school, the best teachers encourage us when we find something difficult. They understand we might be shy. They're keen to detect and encourage the early, tentative signs of our particular talents. Then, of course, we grow up and we're inducted into a horrific reality. We exist in a world of astonishing indifference to almost everything we are, think, say, or do. We might be in late adolescence when the point really hits home. We might be in a bedsit at university or wandering the streets of the city at night on our own, when it occurs to us with full force how negligible a thing we are in the wider scheme. No one in the crowds we pass knows anything about us. Our welfare is of no concern to them.
So what do you think? What do you think about what you saw? Do you believe that, when we first start our lives, we begin with everybody is showing that they care about us. As a baby, all of our needs are being met. As we continue to grow, we go through life, teenage life, adolescent life, all the way up until adulthood. We go through life thinking that everyone cares about what is happening to us. And I know some of you, based on what you saw in that video and just what I've said, that boo-hoo, nobody cares. I know some of you shaking your head saying, yep, so true. And maybe some of you are saying, really? Nobody cares? You're still at that early stage in life, if you're thinking that way. And you're saying, I pour my heart out to other people and realize that you're telling me nobody cares? Yeah. Let's face it. Sometimes, life just deals us a tough hand. You may be having a bad week, a bad day, and hell, you may even be having a bad year. And the natural instinct is to tell someone about what is happening to you and hoping that they will have an empathetic response. I don't think so. So here's the cold, hard truth about it. Boo hoo. No one cares. Don't get me wrong, okay? You do have those close friends, you have those almost close friends, you even have family members, and they try to understand, your reality. But aren't we all going through something? I'm not trying to burst your bubble here. However, I am speaking from experience when I say to you that you truly have to understand that we are all human and we all have life situations. And while it sounds like a cruel brush off that nobody cares, but what you need to do is accept that others aren't as wrapped up in your problems as you are. And whenever you get to that point to actually know this, it becomes a freeing realization that you will realize a reality check. You are not the main character in anyone's life but your own. Let me repeat that. You are not the main character in anyone's life but your own. And as much as you like to think otherwise, you really are not. Sure, you have friends and family members that care about you, but everyone's dealing with their own shit. We tend to assume that people are very hyper focused on our every move, our every mistake, our everything that's going on in our life, but in reality, each person is busy worrying about themselves. Okay? So guess what? Take the pressure off, please, because no one's keeping track but you. I know I may be making light of this and being kind of really harsh about what I'm saying, but you may be in a rut at this very moment. But what I want you to realize is you got to have that no one cares mindset. It's a harsh reality, but your happiness, your success, your woes, they're all in your hands. So stop relying, I think, on external validation and start focusing on what you can control. If you're unhappy with something, change it. If you need support, ask for it. But don't dwell, please don't dwell on the fact that others aren't constantly checking in on you. So, yes, boohoo, no one cares. And that's not a bad thing. It's just a reminder that you're the one in charge of your own life. Embrace it, take the pressure off, and start living for yourself so that you can bring happiness to you. As a matter of fact, when you move throughout life, you are able to focus on you when you finally realize that nobody is really caring. They may be listening to what you're saying. They may even somewhat feel empathetic to that, but after that conversation, it's gone out of their mind and they are then quickly focusing on what is going on with them. So I want to share a couple tips with you to help you to move forward with life. Because let me tell you, you got this. You got this. Okay. So, number one, what I want you to do is accept your feelings and then challenge yourself to move forward. And it's okay to feel sad and frustrated and lonely or whatever you may be going through. But the key point to this is accept that, but don't let those emotions take the wheel. Allow yourself to feel them fully. I'm saying do that. Allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling fully. Then start questioning those feelings. Ask yourself, is this emotion really warranted? Or is this emotion something that I need to share with someone because I am just amplifying things to the highest level? Challenge your negative thoughts when you get them, and separate the fact that you're having the feeling, but you need to bring some type of clarity to that feeling. Number two, I think you need to focus on your own growth. Shifting the focus from what others think to how you can improve will help you regain control of those feelings. Identify one or two areas that you like to grow, whether it's learning a new skill, getting healthier, or improving a relationship. Taking concrete steps toward self-improvement will help with the small steps and can restore your feelings and can restore your sense of purpose and direction. Because once you do that, the third tip is to celebrate your small wins. When you're feeling invisible, or when you told somebody about your feelings and you have cried to them, said how you felt, celebrate when you then take those feelings and get past whatever is going on with you. When you do that and you celebrate the small wins of accepting that nobody cares, then and only then can you move forward. And that is so important. Um, Number four, I believe you should reach out instead of retreating. So, yes, did I say boo hoo, no one cares? I did. But the fact is, sometimes it's okay to reach out, and sometimes it's okay for that person that you are telling whatever the issue may be. It is okay for you to tell them that, because sometimes you just have to let it out to somebody else. Isolation of your feelings, it can be worse than just telling them. But just understand that after you tell them, don't expect anything from that. Don't expect them to be like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And in the back of their mind, they're thinking about what they're cooking for dinner. you know, you want to just get it out. And once you get it out and be able to accept that the person you may be telling it to, and that can be somebody even close to you, your family member, your best friend, just remember that they are not the end result. You are. So what you need to do, which is tip number 5, is embrace your action, whatever you're going to put in place to help you get through whatever you may be going through. That can be positive or negative. Embrace that, accept it, take action. And once you do that, realize that no one's opinion can stop you from achieving what you want. So I hope that this conversation has been a good one for you. And I want you to say too, boo hoo, no one cares but me. Boo hoo, no one cares but you. I hope that this conversation will bring peace within you, because your happiness and your joy belongs to you. And I can definitely relate to this. I have been through some life situations that have been at the highest level. I had to face the fact that even though I boohooed, I cried and got angry and told others about my issues that I was having or whatever complaints that I was having, I had to realize that I was not the main character in their life because they had their own shit that they had to deal with. Yeah, they were empathetic to my woes. But after that conversation, guess what? Life went on for them and life went on for me. And basically, that's life. So, what do you think about this conversation that we've had today? I want to know if you agree. And if you agree, why? And if you don't agree, why not? We here at the Joy Chaser Nation, we want to know. We want you to lurk down in the comments so we can all help each other. And remember that your joy, your peace belong to you, even in the comments. Even if somebody else has something that they want to say about your joy and your peace and whatever's going on with you, remember, whatever's happening to you belongs to you. So even though we're going to be talking about it in the comments, keep it positive, even if it's a nice debate. Until next time, my friend, see you in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my podcast.